It's Monday. Monday. Beautiful day out. That's not beautiful here. It's not beautiful here, guys. Sorry. It is not. It is not beautiful at all here. It's really gloomy, rainy looking. I'm going to go ahead and flip my screen. Good morning. Welcome in. How are you today? I'm going to turn my screen a little bit. There we go. Ooh, that's really big. How's your weather where you are? We've already had somebody to say it's really hot where they are. It's really chilly where I am and gloomy. Ugh, gloomy. So gloomy outside. I'm hoping that changes because I don't want another gloomy day. I'm ready for sunshine and warm weather. Yeah, yesterday was absolutely beautiful here. It was like in the upper 80s, beautiful weather. I was able to get out in the sun and enjoy it. My joints said, "Oh, give me this. Give me all of this." So it was a good day. It was a good day. So happy Monday, everybody. A start of a new week. Fun. And 2 new exercises. They may not both be new, but they're going to be new together. We are going to go over the bicycle crunch. And I'm probably going to show this a lot differently than some people do because I always say go slow. And we're going to go over the heel touch. I'm pretty sure that I have shown these. Maybe it was last year in my lives because I have been doing this for quite some time. And we're going to combine those on Friday into a combo exercise. Now, remember, next week, it's a little bit better. Remember, next week, we will go over all of the exercises from this month, and I will put them into a full combo round on Friday. So that is going to be entertaining. Sometimes it is a little entertaining. So as we get going, just remember that, guys, these are things. These are things that we do. We go through 2 different exercises on Monday. On Wednesday, we have just a little discussion. If there's any questions about the exercises, then they can be asked. And then on Friday, I put them into a combo exercise. And once a month, I will put all of them from the month together for you, and we'll create like a little mini circuit per se, if you will, if you want to call it that. So that's what we do. So Monday is actually 2 exercises. Wednesday is a discussion and Q&A, and then Friday is the combo exercise where we put it all together. So today we're going to go over the bicycle crunch and the heel touch. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Mindful Movements. I'm Denise, and I'm here to encourage you to get up and move. That's what our bodies needs to do, not always what they want to do. So if you are dealing with physical limitations or any of those things, I like to encourage you and help you out with that. Remember that this is for gentle educational guidance. So always check with your medical provider before starting any fitness or nutrition program. Please remember that. Listen to your body as well. So when you're doing an exercise, if it hurts, you can always stop it and modify. If not, please always ask a professional before you get started with any of that. If you're here with me live, thank you for being here. If you are, say you get into the live and you miss some of it, my replays do stay up for a minimum of 24 hours. They've been staying up a little bit longer because I don't go in and archive them all the time. So Facebook does go away. YouTube does not always go away, so you could check me out. If you go in and you watch the replay, hashtag replay for me and let me know that you're there so I can actually reply to you and make sure that I answer any questions that you might have. So this week we're talking about core control and coordination. That was a tongue twister. Good morning. Welcome in. That was a little bit of a tongue twister this morning. Core control and coordination. Say those words fast. See how you do. And in that, we're going to be talking about the bicycle crunch and the heel touch. So we're also going to be talking about using movement on Wednesday to calm your nervous system and how those things work together. I'm also going to give you some tips on how to create your own little mini flow. If you've been in here, you kind of know that I put things together in a certain way, and I do those with a goal in mind. I'm going to move this because I feel like this is in the way right now. And then this is really in the way right now. So we're going to do that. Okay. So welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right. So what we're going to do is I always like to go over the exercises. I like to tell you how they're going to be done. And then I will walk away from the screen because whenever I walk away from the screen, I can't see any of the questions. I can't see. My screens are not very big and I'm on multiple platforms at one time. So I'm looking at multiple different devices. So Facebook and YouTube, if you're joining in, thanks for being here. TikTok, thanks for being here. Clapper, as always, my people from there, you know that I absolutely love you being here and hanging out with me. So cross-body movements involve coordination between the opposite sides, right? The opposite sides of your body, they have to work together to make these moves happen. So if you think reaching across your body to do something, you have to focus on your core, being involved with those movements. Walking, when you're walking, did you realize that your core does work? Also, like if you have any twisting movements, say that you're gonna be here and your groceries are over here and you go to twist, your core is involved in all of those things. So just remember that these patterns require both your strength and your coordination. And research shows cross-body movements help improve coordination, balance, and your neuromuscular communication. That's a big word. So the body works best when both sides communicate well, when they work well together. And if those things are not happening, it becomes confusing. So if you try these exercises with me today, think about them as you do them. And right now, think about, do you notice if you have one side that is stronger than the other? If it feels like you can do more with one side than you do the other? Most people will say sometimes yes, because depending on your dominance, right? So if you notice any coordination differences from side to side, let me turn that off. Oopsies. Yeah, there we go. Sorry guys, I had to put on my do not disturb. I got a text and I feel like they cut me off. So do you notice any of your coordination between the different sides off? I do. I have reasons for that, but I do. So this movement is going to challenge rotation and core control. So it's going to challenge your obliques, your coordination, and your timing. So when we do the bicycle, I do this slow. And I show you to do controlled and slow. You don't want to rush through these movements when you do them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about, we're going to learn the bicycle and the heel touch today. Oh my gosh. AI is crazy. I've never experienced anything like this. It tells me everything that it's doing. Like it's repeating all my stuff. Um, so what we're going to do, and like I said, I like to tell you what we're going to do before I go back there and do it. So for the bicycle, we're going to lay down on your back, and then you're going to have your hands behind your head, just like this. And then you're going to take your elbow to your opposite knee at the same time. And then you're going to go back out. And you're going to alternate these sides. Okay. When you do this, keep the movements nice and controlled. Don't pull on your neck. You want to keep your body nice and balanced. You want to focus on the rotation through your core, not having your shoulder to pull you over, okay? And then you want to do small ranges. These are okay to do. If you can't do a full extension all the way down to your knee, it is okay. All right, so take it nice and slow. The rotation should come from your torso, not your arms and your legs as you do this. Good morning, Bugs. Welcome in. All right, so we'll go in and we'll do the bicycle first. I'm going to get over here and make sure everybody can see me. Turn so you can see my body this way. Okay. All right. So for your bicycle, you see how you can have your knees here. You can have them up. I like to go ahead and have my knees up. My hands are behind my head, and I have my fingers kind of crossed a little bit, almost. I don't have them all the way in, all the way down. I just kind of have them at the tips, so they're behind my head. And then I bring one leg in and one arm in. Okay? In. You want them to connect if they can. Nice and slow. Okay? And if you want to make this a little bit harder, see how I just straighten that leg all the way out? That makes it a little bit harder. You're going to squeeze a little bit harder. You're going to work your core just a tiny bit more. Now, if you need to do this one leg, it's okay. If you need to keep a foot on the ground while you're doing this, you can totally do that. We're going to keep this one up and keep this one down. So we're just going to go in, out, in, out, just like that. That was 4. Make sure that if you do it this way, make sure that anytime you do this, you even out your numbers. So you want to make sure that you alternate sides, especially if you're doing it this way and you're keeping one leg on the ground and you're doing the other leg by itself. 2, 3, 4. Just like that. So that's your bicycle. If you have any questions about the bicycle, please feel free to ask. And we will talk about the heel touch. Yeah. Yeah. It is similar to the dying bug. We call the dead bug the dying bug in here. It's just our little comical way of doing that. But if you think about the dying bug, your hands are on your knees and everything is going out. So you're extending everything out and then coming in. With this, you're bringing things in to each other and not out. Does that make sense? Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. I see I have a couple people everywhere. All right. So if there's any questions about that, feel free to ask. That was the bicycle crunch, if you will. All right. So now for the heel touch, we're going to be working on those obliques. We're going to do the side body strength, and we're going to work on that trunk stability as you do this, because what you do is you lay flat on the floor with your knees up, and then your hands are going to each side for that heel touch. So this will help strengthen the sides of the core that support that everyday movement that we need. So we're going to lie on our back. We're going to bend those knees, and then we're going to reach side to side, reaching toward your heels. That's how you do this movement. You want to keep the shoulders slightly lifted off the floor, move nice and slow as you do this, and then you want to control each side. Small range is okay. Remember, if you cannot get all the way to your heels, it is okay. Yeah, you do feel that one. That one is a somebody was in here the other day asking me about the core exercises that I like, and there are so many that I really do enjoy. It's a love-hate relationship, right? When you have with any exercise, I think it is. It's a love-hate relationship. You love what it does to you and how it makes you feel after you're done, but you absolutely hate doing it. So I think on your website. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I may reach out to you after this is over. Just let me know which DM is better. Because I haven't gotten a notification either. So if there was any step that might have been missed, then it may not have gone through. Thanks for letting me know that. Okay. So remember, the goal is to control, not how far you reach. You want to make sure that you focus on that. Okay. So it's the goal of keeping your core engaged as you do this movement, not how far you want to go down. So if you cannot reach your heels, again, it's okay. You can start where you are, and you can always progress, right? So don't overreach if your body is not wanting to do that, because you could hurt it. So just be careful when you do that. All right. Here we go. We're going to go over the heel touch now. Okay. Heel touch. And I think we're going to see where I want to be this morning for this. Let's see if I do it here. All right, so I think everybody can see me from here. You can see my feet. You can see my back, my head. I'm flat on the floor. I'm going to lift from my shoulders just a little bit. Okay, you don't want to stretch. You don't want to pull your neck. You just want to use your shoulders to do this. Core engaged, and my hands are going. I'm sliding my shoulder blades across the floor a little bit. That's what's helping me reach my heels. Now, if you want to bring them further down and make it a little harder, you can definitely do that. If you need to bring them up a little closer, you can do that. If for any reason you're not able to reach those heels, it's okay. It is okay. That's the heel touch right there. So my hands are out, side to side. Just like that. I feel like I need to go here. Yep. So it's just side to side, just like this. You're going to feel this in those obliques as you do this, guys. Woo wee! You're definitely going to feel it. You're going to feel this in your back too as you do it. All right. So, any questions? Welcome in. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? Gosh, I've had a few people jumping in and out. Thanks for being here. We just went over the bicycle crunch and the heel touch. Remember, Friday, we are going to put these together into a combo move. So get ready for that. Shell, I know you're looking forward to it. Yeah, you can use any exercise as a stretch. Slow it down and just kind of like breathe as you do it and get it to going. So it definitely works you everywhere. Remember, crossbody movements improve your coordination. They support your walking patterns. They help your brain body communication, and then they build balance strength too. So if you have to do any of these with that heel touch, you could always do it in a single. You just put one hand here and you just go almost like a standing side bend. But Friday, whenever I put it together, I will be putting it together in a double. I may throw in an extra and show how to do it with a side, but putting the bicycle with the heel touch together, those are the way they're going to combine. Yeah, me too, girl. Me too. So we're going to put those two movements together as we do it. So Friday, be ready when y'all come in. It's going to be a combo. We're going to make it happen. So if there's any questions about the heel touch today, remember, I will be here on Wednesday. And I do have a little bit of a discussion on Wednesday. My discussion topic Wednesday is going to be how to use movement to calm your nervous system. And we're going to talk about creating a mini flow and how to create your own. So those are the discussion topics for Wednesday. So if you want to jump in, I would love to have you. And then we'll also take Q&A. So if you do try these exercises sometime today, and then Wednesday, you're like, oh, maybe I need to ask these questions. Please come in and ask the questions. I'm happy to answer them as best as I can. Be here Wednesday. We're going to really get into it and talk about it and, start learning how to do these things. I want people to know how to do it on their own. And to make sure that they know how to listen to their bodies. Like if, things that we do can really matter. And the way that we treat our body really does matter. People don't realize that, but it really does matter. I'll give you another suggestion, not here, Shell, but in the background, I'll give you another suggestion, something that I've been reading about that helps with relaxation and especially with different situations. So, all right, guys. Well, if you showed up today, please give yourself a hand. I'm so proud of you for showing up. Even if you didn't do the exercise, you listened, you learned it, you paid attention to it, and then give it a try. Maybe give it a try today. Give it a try tomorrow. Be here on Wednesday, and that way, if you have any questions, you can ask. So remember that your coordination does improve through practice. Just practice it a little bit. It'll get better. If you're not doing great at it to start out, it's okay. Yes. Yay, give yourself a hand. I love it when you guys are here and you're involved, and I love it when you guys have questions. Not that Nancy. Oh my gosh, good morning. not that I want y'all to have a bunch of questions, but I feel like questions are good, especially if it's something that you don't understand. I would rather you ask a question or listen. Maybe you get the answer just by the explanation that I give, or it opens up the opportunity for questions. So it's very important to do that. And remember that moving slowly is not a back step. Okay. Move slow until you learn the movement. And then once you do, that helps your body learn how to do the movement. And then you can do it a little bit more efficiently. So, oh, thanks, Rooster. I'll message you in the background. Did you tell me where to? I don't know if he's still in here. He said he was jumping out. Dang. Here. Okay. All right. I'll do it as soon as I'm done here. I will shoot you a message. Or if you want to shoot me a message and kind of tell me what it did, I may be able to kind of pinpoint what happened. But we'll get it set up. We'll get it together, I promise. If anybody is wondering, I have somebody asking. I do have a podcast and I do take on guests. And he was trying to register as a guest and was asking some questions. So if you're interested in being a guest on my podcast, The Grit of the Matter, and talk about your resilience story, I would love to hear it. You're welcome to do that. Usually my link for my guests is in my bio. So if you're interested, click the links in my bio. I don't think I can do that in TikTok, but you can click on some of my links in TikTok and go to my other social platforms that do allow me to do that. Sorry, TikTok. All right. Well, guys, if there's no questions, I haven't seen any new questions come in. So thank you guys for being here today and joining me through this movement. Remember that these journeys, they may be hours, but you don't have to do them alone. So you can always join us or join a friend, find somebody to work with you and do things with you. That's always the best way to encouragement, but just don't do it alone. With that, I'm going to say, have a great day, guys, and I will see you on Wednesday.